Hey, my name is Brian Searle with Insider Perks, and we're here to talk about a recent question that I had from a client, and that is, how do I know whether I'm getting enough value out of these different RV shows that I'm going to? And so, for those of you who are in the campground industry, who own a campground or are affiliated with it in some way, you know that this is one of the two times of year, fall being the other, where we have a lot of different state RV shows that are going on. We ourselves went to the Cleveland RV Show, the Columbus RV Show, the Boston RV Show, and we're headed to Minneapolis next week as well. And so we've been talking to a lot of owners and just dealing with a lot of these things, and it comes up as a marketing question. Where do I best allocate those dollars? Because no one has an infinite and unlimited budget. And so this question came from someone in Pennsylvania, and it was really just, hey, I'm sitting here at the booth and I'm having these random thoughts of, maybe it's busy this day, maybe it's not, and how do I really know when I leave whether someone who actually came up and shook my hand, had a conversation with me, asked a question, took a brochure, is actually going to come camping with me? And the answer is there are a couple different ways that you can use to track this. It's not going to be 100% foolproof no matter what, but there are two good ways to do that. Marketing wise. Number one is on the brochures that you use, on the business cards you hand out, on any collateral that you're giving to a guest, you can put a specific website, a domain name or a URL or a campground.com/trade show, and then tell people if they go to that specific link, they'll get a discount, and then put a discount there, back up your claims. But that way they have an incentive to go to that specific link instead of just Googling you. And that gives you an easier way to track the number of visits that are coming there, because the only way they could possibly have that link is by coming to your trade show booth and talking to you. The other way to do that is to cover the opposite end of the spectrum for the people who are not looking to get online, but who are maybe looking to just call your park and ask questions or make a reservation that way. And so you can accomplish the same thing that we just talked about with links with a call tracking number. So those two ways are probably the best way, beyond the fact of your gut feeling, right? If you have a good conversation with somebody who just comes by and grabs a map and walks away and makes eye contact for half a second, probably just collecting brochures to look at later, and there's a good chance they're not going to end up at your park. But if you have someone who comes up and authentically has a conversation with you, looks you in the eyes, asks 3-4 follow-up questions, smiles, just seems genuine, then whether they stay or not at your campground this year, I think that's the handshake and the eye contact that is just invaluable. And so I think there's a value to the brand awareness that relationship brings. And really the follow-up question to that from this specific owner was, well, what if I stop going to trade shows and just put all my money into digital advertising? And I don't think that's the answer. I think that yes, me being a digital marketing company, me focusing more on this and seeing the ways that I can prove return on investment would initially make me say, yes, go digital, everything, because it's cheaper, it's more affordable, and you can track it. But I think that you lose that personal connection with some of your campers, with some of the people who are really focused and really enjoy and really maybe are full-time and who are looking for community building, or who live in the area and who really want to make a connection with these owners. And so I think there's value to both. Watch your show budgets. Figure out where people are coming from, look at where people are making reservations to determine what shows to go to. But I think that overall, if you figure out a way to allocate this, there's a balance for both, and you can have digital while still making that human connection. Talk to you guys later.